I had the honor and the privilege of watching them play on national TV and really creaming their opposition. It's a team of young men who appear to be very well disciplined. I'm told, have traveled over 30,000 miles playing various teams throughout the entire year, and that's phenomenal. But it all comes back to one person. It comes back to one man who is the real McCoy. It's Coach Peck.
I followed him quite a bit in the newspapers and whenever I had a chance. And, you know, I'm friends with Cliff Findlay, so I've appreciated what Cliff has done with the program and the school and everything. And I just think it's a great accomplishment. You know what people forget, not only did they win the national championship, but they went undefeated. That's an incredible feat.
The first time I talked to Mike Peck, I had just come to Las Vegas and I'm doing a radio show here, and I gave him a call to see if he would come in and talk about his Findlay Prep basketball team, which of course at the time I believe was the #2 high school team in the nation, and I was very excited about having a program like this and their head coach on my show. So I called Coach Peck up, and I'm guessing that number one, he's very busy, and that I assume that he probably had all kinds of newspaper, TV, and radio requests, and that it would be a long shot that I could get him to actually come into the studio and do the show. And I found out a lot about him right away. Number one, he accepted my invitation, was in my studio within a day or two, and number two, when it was over with, he genuinely made me feel that he was the one that was privileged to have been on the show. And I can just tell you from being in this business for a long, long time, that is very unusual.
Nah, thank you, Coach. Just joking, just thanks for everything, Coach, or whatever, you know, we cool.
Hey, thank you for real, Coach Todd, because it's not a lot of men that can do what you do, like for real. Stay in the house with
us rascals.
With rascals,
Rugrats.
Bad teenagers. It's been a great experience and getting all the phone calls and emails that you do, but you do a lot for this team, and thank you too, Coach.
Thanks, Coach Todd.
Thanks, Coach Todd.
Playing hard is really up to the coach. Most teams won't play hard on their own. They have to be coached. They have to be drilled that way in practice, and that's a reflection on Mike. I think he's done a great job.
Thank you, Coach, for all you taught me. I mean, I finally got what I wanted, the national championship, and I just want to thank you again for teaching me how to play the point guard position the right way and teaching me that I need to play defense even though I hate playing defense.
This is the kind of role model. You know, sometimes they say sports doesn't have to have role models, all they have to do is be ball players or be coaches, but I don't necessarily go along with that. I think it's all part of the American fabric to have somebody in a position of responsibility that folks are looking at like Coach Peck, who is in fact a role model not only for basketball, but for life.
The biggest compliment I can give is that if I'm lucky enough to have a son that is a national caliber basketball player, if Mike Peck is still in this business, I don't care where I live, I don't care how good my local high school is, I want my son to play for Michael Peck.
You know, these are challenging times, and to have a team come from this area and to win a national title just is a feather in our cap, and of course that feather has to be extended to the great coach. Thank you, Coach Peck.